My first video. Right here I have Honda Foreman 400. It's my new four-wheeler, and I need to clean the carb. So if you have a 1995 Honda Foreman 400, there's a video for you. So first, what we do is you're gonna need to take off these little rubber thingies, right? These little plastic thingies right here. Pretty much you just do that. You just pry a screwdriver right there and pop it off, and this thing should come right off. See, just like that. There is some tricky ones up in here. Oh, sorry. These ones right here, they're a little bit harder to get to, but if you turn your handlebars like this, you should be able to get them. Sometimes they just really don't want to come out, so you might have to bring out the pliers. Let's see if I can get this one off. Finally got that bugger off. Not quite in the most pristine condition, but save these. You'll definitely need them for later. Next, what you want to do is take off that gas cap and slide this back and take that off. After all those are off, gotta take off these plastics here. Not gonna show because of time, but that's what I'm doing. So this is what you should be left with. There's the other side. There's all the stuff that's coming off. So now we're gonna take this filter off to get better access to this. Just gonna have to loosen that a little bit. Then what you do, just pop up. This baby should come right off. Look at that. Now we gotta take that little piece off, and then we can disattach some of the hoses. Just a quick forewarning, you don't have to take off any of the side stuff. I just did, just because it just simply, simply easier. Simply just makes it easier for you guys to see. And yeah, really all you need to take off is this part right there. Those plastics right there. And then this should be able to just lift right up. What we need to do is take these little buggers off. I hate these things. It's okay if you say you hate them, because don't know why Honda did them that way. I hate them. Said this before, but now this should come out. Oh, wait. Just a sec. Just took me a little prying on this, and now it should just... Not too easy with one hand, but there it is. Now, look at how much space that opens up, and now you can access your carb a lot easier. So, now that we got all that off, there's a screw right up in there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a band with a screw. Let's try to get a better angle. This band right here needs to come off. There's a screw. Let's get that off. What you do is right there, you gotta get your 14 and loosen that up right there. Then we gotta take off the fuel line. Then we gotta take off the choke line and the throttle cable, all that stuff. And I'll show you how. This one's a bit tricky to take out, but I finally got it all unscrewed. There we go. This is what your choke looks like. See, I'm gonna move the choke, unchoke. There it is. Now, move to this side. What you gotta do is take off this cover. You gotta unscrew that right there and take off this cover. So, move this out of here. This is what it looks like with the cover off. Here's the cover. Keep everything nice, kind of sorted. Have my plastic bolts over there. There. So now what we're doing is we gotta take this throttle cable off. Pretty much what you do is pull this up, and I can't do it with one hand, but you gotta pull it up and take that thingy off. I don't know, I'll show you, you'll see it. Now, pretty much, this is what it looks like. Came out from right there. So, yeah. Now, what you do, after you get the throttle cable disconnected, is you gotta loosen this. I grabbed a 10. Might not fit for all four-wheelers, but that's what I'm using. Then it'll slip right through that gap right there. So, yeah. That's what it should look like right there. Nice and loose. Now you just gotta fit it through that gap. See if I could do this with one hand. See? Just like that. Carburetor should be extra floppy after that. This is definitely the throttle. Yup. Next step, to take the throttle wire off. Next step is to take the fuel line off right there. And I'm pretty sure this is just a breather. That's the actual fuel line down there. Hopefully your fuel is set to off. Mine might still have a little bit in the line. Probably still some in the carburetor. But you just use some good old pliers, flathead screwdriver to pry it off, and I'll see you when it's done, because I need 2 hands for this. Got the hose off. It's still kind of leaking. I don't know why. Maybe my off switch doesn't quite work. That's a different problem though. Got the carburetor off. Looks quite dirty, but we'll fix that. I would suggest what you do is you take pictures of where everything goes, so then you can put it back together right, because this guide might not help on the reassembly all too much, but I'll try my best. Right now, what I'm going to do is we are going to take off these bolts right there to get this bottom little reservoir off, which is where the float and the idle jet is, which is partially why a lot of engines get gunked up, because it's either the idle jet or, I don't know, something wrong with the float. It's good to just spray everything out at the end of the year, but I'm doing this because mine doesn't exactly idle right, and it has a delay in when I throw. Okay, just gonna take off these 4. Oh, my stand's a little bit wobbly. Let's move you over here. Try not to cover anything so you guys can see. There's the second bolt. Flip. This part's definitely gonna be slower part of the video. I apologize beforehand. My stand, I gotta get a better stand. Just because I want to, this is the main part of this video. Just cleaning the carburetor, so that's what we're doing. It's what's gonna take the longest. That other stuff should take 10 minutes if you know what you're doing, or if you're watching a video. This should just pop off, shouldn't it? Look at that. Just pops right off. I know that little thing. This is the drainage for when it gets too over flooded. This is the float. That looks good. Now, what I am going to do is take out this little pin. You have to remember where this pin goes, because if you don't, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Gotta remember this goes right there too. It's a more complex carburetor than I've worked on before, but concept should still be the same. Now, just gonna try to hose all those out with some carb clean, and we should be good to go. I'll be back in a second to get with the carb clean. Let's try to get this one out. Okay. Oh, I think that one's too small for it. The heck? Okay. Well, you can give us a good old spray to these two. Just to try to clean out some of the gunk. Now, you just spray out these. So now what you can do, you can take this out, spray that out, make sure it's clean. I just did that without freaking recording it. And if you want, you could take this one out too. Just to see. This one feels gunky just from unscrewing it. Don't lose anything. And you can give that a good spray. Let's give it a good spray. That one's just the idle. Not the throttle. I mean, just opens it up for some more air. And you just put that one back in. And this piece goes right in there. Should go right in there. Let's hope. Because if it doesn't, I'd be pretty embarrassed. Might not talk too much during this section because there's not that much to talk about. Pretty much just reinstalling your carburetor after you just blow out that hole, maybe that hole. Clean out the inside right here and that little sneaky one. Pretty much should just be able to push that right in there. Might need two hands. There we go. It's in right there. Put this right back there. Pretty much what we need to do is reconnect this down there, put the cover back on, and reconnect this. I already started putting it in there. And reconnect the main fuel line. And then we should be good. So I'll get all that stuff done. I won't show too much because I already showed you how to get them off. Should be able to know how to get them back on. So at this point in time, once you get your carburetor back on, you can try to start it, tune it, and just make sure it works. If not, you can try to clean it out again. And now you got to put this back on and the filter and the rest of the plastics, and we should be good. So now all we need to do, plop the case back on. It should look like that. Give it a couple hits for good luck, just to really seal it on there. Okay. Now, I'm not going to show you this part just because, I don't know, you've already done it. all this plastic needs to go back on, but it should run like that. And so yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and yeah, good luck.